Chicago. We start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lawrence going to put it up right away. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They find some open field here. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They'll get 34 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chase Claypool. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well. Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 11-90.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds, but a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet?
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Tutu Atwell.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On play action, Lawrence.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return.
And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
11.
from just shy of midfield. Burrow, that one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down.
Here we go.
Sacked back at the 46.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Thomas.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11 MT. 11 MT.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now the try here for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Buccaneers 21. Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
11 MT. Hey. 11 Thomas.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11 Thomas.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. Smith catches left side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Complete to
11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11.
brings up fourth down.
Burrow going for it on fourth. The open man is Shark. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
11 MP, 11 MP.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell, and the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Lawrence.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10,
Lawrence.
he's got the hook up with Diggs.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, hey, boy. Go. Hey, speed step.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Lawrence going to throw again.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Delta.
Now Lawrence. Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
The Bears 34-yard line.
Hey,
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence throws the out route and finds Claypool.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Throw to the right. Caught by Dulcich.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down, Buccaneers.
Hey, exit. Hey, got it. Hey, hold it.
Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
All right, ready?
Complete to Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he is out of bounds here. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half.
On 1, ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
11.
They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11. 12.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Mixon. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
12.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
12.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
11 Tommy.
That's good.
First down. Here's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
Second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown!
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback. But maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is. And they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Again, McCaffrey, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Christian McCaffrey.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chase Claypool, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one,
11.
after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Gun. 12. 11. 11 mighty.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That's once again complete to Chark. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
12.
A gain of 9 yards.
11.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
11 empty. 11.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Burrow on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. McCaffrey on the counter. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On 1, ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself,
Here we go.
we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow on play action. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, 2.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 32.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, echo.
On third down, Lawrence being chased out left.
And he'll just get rid of it.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Buccaneers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get a few extra days to